Ivan Pavlovich Neumevakin has made his mark in the history of Soviet traditional and Russian alternative medicine. For many years, he was engaged in space medicine. Upon retirement, he dedicated himself to folk medicine. The professor developed an entire system of health improvement and authored about 100 books focused on simple and accessible methods of combating illnesses and aging. He placed particular emphasis on physical exercises, recognizing that the proper functioning of the body depends on the level of cardiovascular fitness, joint mobility, and muscle elasticity and strength. The special exercises recommended by the professor are extremely beneficial. Their execution generally poses no difficulties, and the effects become evident quite quickly. One such exercise involves walking on the fifth point, which means taking steps while sitting on one's buttocks. Exercise technique. The execution does not pose difficulties or strain. You can and should do it several times a day. The duration of each walking on the fifth point session is a few minutes. As a result, you achieve improved overall well-being, a toned and firm body, and the absence of issues with pelvic organs. Begin with a gentle warm-up to prepare your body for these unfamiliar movements. Human mobility is typically associated with vertical movements using the legs. We usually sit on our buttocks, but here the buttocks take steps while the legs rest. No special equipment is needed. You can even do this in your home robe. However, wearing comfortable sportswear is more convenient. It makes you feel almost like an athlete. Once the preparatory stage is completed, take a few deep breaths and exhale slowly. This type of breathing ensures a steady oxygen supply to the muscles, preventing the buildup of lactic acid that causes muscle pain and spasms after workouts. Following the breathing exercises, perform several bends to the sides, right and left, forward and backward. Circular movements of the head, feet, hands, and torso prepare the body for the unusual walking technique. The first stage of warming up is done. Next, let's move on to stretching the gluteal muscles. To do this, lie down on the floor, placing a mat underneath if there's no cushioning on the floor. Begin with the right leg. Bend it at the knee and use your hand to bring it as close as possible to your chest. Stay in this position for about half a minute and slowly straighten your right leg. Now, repeat the same steps with the left leg. Then, perform the stretch with both legs together. Repeat the entire sequence once more. That's it. Now you're ready for the main exercise. Your thigh and gluteal muscles are warmed up, and your body is prepared for physical exertion. The simplest variation. To begin, sit on the floor. It's preferable to have a non-slip surface that provides some resistance to your glutes. Avoid hunching. Keep your back straight. Bend your arms at the elbows and keep them close to your body. Position your legs shoulder-width apart and spread them out to the sides. Engage the muscles in your thighs and glutes to increase tension. Now, let's proceed to the actual steps. Start by extending your left leg forward and shifting your body weight onto it. Then do the same with your right leg. During the exercise, maintain a straight back and keep your elbows close to your body. This way, you can walk both forward and backward. A slightly more challenging variation. Start as usual. Sit on a mat on the floor and straighten your back. However, this time, extend your arms forward instead of keeping them close to your body. As you step your left leg forward, twist your arms to the left and turn your head to the right. When your right leg moves forward, twist your arms to the right and turn your head to the left. Another option, which might seem a bit easier to many, return to the initial seated position on the floor. Bend your knees and hold them with your arms. Now, move forward by shifting your glutes. You can also walk on your buttocks like this. While sitting on the floor, extend your legs forward, shoulder width apart. Place your hands behind your head. Now, you're ready to walk on your buttocks. For those who have already mastered the technique, here's the most advanced variation. As you sit down on the floor, place a plastic bottle between your feet. Rotate your torso to the right and move forward, then turn left and continue moving forward. To ensure that the exercise brings only benefits, follow some simple rules. Ignoring them might reduce the effectiveness of the walking technique. Here are the main rules. Maintain a position where your body and legs form a straight angle, and your back remains straight throughout. To maximize the engagement of your pelvic muscles, avoid using your hands to assist your body. When moving, your legs should carry your weight, not drag along the floor. If irritation occurs on your glute skin, apply olive oil to chafing areas before the workout. Avoid striving to take numerous steps. It's better to gradually increase the load. The most important thing is to perform every step correctly. What happens in the body during exercise? Every exercise stimulates the function of the entire organism. Even buttock walking affects not only the organs located below the waist, but the entire body as well. These movements stimulate blood flow intensity and enhance circulation throughout the entire body. Accelerate biochemical metabolic reactions. Train the heart muscle, increasing cellular oxygen absorption. Facilitate bronchial cleansing and improve gas exchange. Reduce muscle and subcutaneous tissue stagnation. Strengthen gluteal, back, and abdominal muscles. Provide spinal support. Enable the cleansing of the large intestine from waste. Regulate blood drainage from the rectal veins, preventing the formation of hemorrhoids. Influence the toning of pelvic muscles. This exercise benefits people of all ages, both men and women, young and elderly. It's advantageous for those who have been inactive for a prolonged time and are relearning how to walk. Buttock walking helps in body reshaping, particularly for those aiming to lose excess weight around the abdomen and hips. Performing the exercise for women, they will become slimmer and more attractive, achieving their desired body shapes. They will eliminate incorrect and unattractive posture, leading to a straighter back and firmer glutes. Recovery from gynecological conditions will accelerate. Increased capillary blood flow speed will help reduce inflammation and enhance local immunity. Hemorrhoids and constipation will no longer be an issue. Pelvic muscle tone will stabilize, reducing vaginal wall prolapse. Regular urination patterns will be restored. For men, the benefits include sustained male vitality, prevention of prostate adenoma and hemorrhoids, reduced need for frequent nighttime bathroom visits, improved bowel function, spinal support. To ensure the exercise brings benefits to both women and men, it's important to perform it regularly, without overexertion. As a result of regular practice, energy and vitality will increase, and the aging process will slow down. Intestinal excretory function will normalize. Urinary disruptions will cease to be a concern. Local immunity will strengthen, thus benefiting overall immune system health. Back pain will diminish. Posture will improve. The chest will expand, and lung capacity will increase. Pelvic organ issues will decrease. Toned gluteal muscles will reduce the need for proctologist visits. Blood pressure fluctuations will subside. Physical endurance will improve. Chronic fatigue will dissipate. However, it's essential not to push beyond your limits. If lower abdominal pain, weakness, or discomfort in the spine arise, it's advisable to temporarily halt the practice. Contraindications. Of course, even for such a simple and beneficial exercise, there are contraindications, just like with any medication or even a product. Buttock walking should be avoided during pregnancy and in the first days of menstruation. During pregnancy, it could lead to a risk of miscarriage or premature labor. Menstruation can experience increased bleeding. If there are issues with the musculoskeletal system, significant manifestations of arthritis, sciatica, or osteoporosis, it might worsen symptoms and increase pain. When there are chronic conditions affecting internal organs, weakened heart muscle, or intestinal disorders, in some conditions, stimulating blood flow and metabolism might not be advisable. In cases of severe spinal pain, herniated discs, or compressed nerve endings. In each specific case, when questions arise about the possibility of engaging in such exercises, it's advisable to consult a doctor. The exercises are beneficial, but the key is to do no harm, even when following all recommendations and with the best intentions.